Welcome back. It's me, Amanda. Today is May 31st, 2020, and a lot has changed for me since I made my quarantine video. Most importantly, my 35th birthday was on May 17th, and so I'm older now. I also got my hair cut. I've been able to go back to church, and I've been able to go to the library. Hooray! Things are looking up. Hashtag getting back to normal. So since it was my birthday, I thought I'd do a birthday appraisal video for this week. I think, like most people, birthdays are a great time to reflect, reevaluate, and reprioritize one's life. See how you've measured up. Of course, it depends on whose yardstick you're using. Here's the deal. I never thought that my life would turn out this way. I never dreamed that I'd be 35, still living at home, in the same room that I grew up in, single, not married, no job, no kids, no boyfriend. I mean, who would choose my life? You'd have to be crazy. And it's not like I just woke up one day and said, you know what I want to do today? Not get a job and wait around for my old high school crush to get out of his marriage and come be with me. No, that is not what happened at all. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I never had a lot of ambition when I was younger. I wasn't the type of kid who knew exactly what they wanted to be when they grew up. And honestly, I never had big dreams for myself. And I still don't. I just wanted to get married, have babies, and serve in my church. And that's about it. All these dreams of grandeur and being an example to others, that's all God. Do I like my life and my lifestyle? I go back and forth on that. But ultimately, yes, I do. The only thing I don't like about my life is how I don't have my future husband with me yet, or my own house. But I essentially wouldn't change much of my life once I have those things. I still do pretty much the same things I do now. I just have him with me, and we'd be living in our own house together to dream the impossible dream. Anyway, so in the spirit of reflection, on Friday, May 15th, I spent all day reviewing my 2019 journals. I am currently studying them as my journal project, so I've already read everything and I've labeled all the important stuff. So what I did was I read all of the labels, and here's what I concluded. If I would just calm down and stop panicking because my life isn't or hasn't turned out the way I think it should be, and just do what God tells me to do, i.e. my journal project, I would be happier, less depressed, and God would speak to me a whole lot more, which is my gift. It's only when I try to change the assignment God has given me, that's when things go really, really bad for me, emotionally, that is. I know, because I battled depression for off and on for about a year, from December 2018 to December 2019, give or take a couple of months, just because I didn't have, my man or a job or my own house. But honestly, it wasn't, what got me out of my depression wasn't getting a job or my man. It was hearing from God again. Because the things he was saying were about my future, and they were huge. About me, my future husband, our careers, ministry, big stuff. I've already read to you guys some of the things that God has said to me last year, but here's what he said specifically about my journal project. Quote, "You feel like you're wasting your time doing your journal project and nothing else, right? But actually, you're doing a tremendous work that will provide encouragement to millions of people worldwide. Sitting at home and writing out God's words isn't busy work. It's necessary work that will propel you forward. This is how people are going to understand your story." End quote. August 23rd, 2019. Man, if I could just get that through my thick head, I'd be golden. So I prayed this year, my 35th year, that I would serve the Lord with gladness, because last year I served the Lord with misery and despair. And that's the biggest lesson that I've learned from this last year, and the best piece of advice that I could give myself or others. Stop complaining about the assignment God has given you and just be happy. If you have a hard assignment from God that deviates from the norm, don't beat yourself up about it. Be obedient, be happy, and don't worry about what other people think. And don't even worry about what you think. In fact, stop thinking altogether. That's what got us into this mess in the first place. And I'd like to point out, it's not that none of my dreams have ever come true. In high school, I wanted to write and lead my own Bible study, and I did in my senior year. And since then, I have written and led many Bible studies. And in college, I changed my major from undeclared art major to English major with an emphasis in writing, so that I could write a Christian book on dating. And I did. In 2014, I took all my college notes and turned it into a blog series called Understanding How You Date, which I am now planning on getting published into book form. Woo! So it's not as if God is not faithful to me, because he is. I just tend to get a little too tunnel vision at times to see it, if you know what I mean, and I'm sure you do. God doesn't give us visions just so he can not fulfill them. But he doesn't want our visions to overshadow our relationship with him. I still believe God is good, God does good, he is faithful, and he will be faithful to me. And I, in the meantime, simply need to be faithful to him in return. So come back next time, because I have an idea of what I want to talk about. We'll see how it goes. See you then. Bye!